What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about a few different altcoins today, more than a few. We're going to be going over Movr and Flux for Ant Wando, SUI and SEI for Yield Maxer in Orlando. Moving on to REQ, SPELL, Spell, Super, and DERC, finishing it up with Farm, all for Flower Child. So without any further ado, my friends, let's get into this. If you haven't hit the like button already, it's much appreciated. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't as well. And we're going to do some technical analysis right now, so buckle up and get ready. Here we go. All right, so looking at the chart for what it is. Oh, no, sorry, I'm just going to add my face here. I still don't know how to do that transition smoothly. I'm figuring it out, man. But anyways, Movr on a monthly is not really helpful. On a weekly, yes, you moved up. You're kind of flagging out. You could say you were overbought on your RSI, on your weekly RSI, and now you're moving down. Let's see. Yeah, I think you have lower to go. And I think if we look at the daily, it'll provide a little bit more knowledge on that. But let's just see low to high here. Man, hold on, guys. I don't know what is up with me, man. My throat's been acting up lately, but I feel fine. It doesn't hurt. It's just annoying as hell. 382 support, very nice. Previous area right here of resistance, you're kind of holding support right at like the upper limits of this. So that might be what you're hanging on to. You did not get a positive reaction any of like the last month, so you've just been stalling. Couple that with the 236 area, you actually closed below it last week. You're about to close below it this week as well, finding resistance on it after breaking below. I do think you're going to go to $15.65 and likely a little bit below that. At least somewhere around, I would say, $13 to $11, somewhere in there, if not lower. But let's look at the daily. Looking at the daily, the daily RSI is in somewhat of a downtrend, yes. It's kind of an odd shape, but I do think it looks weak. Relatively neutral right now, but weak in my opinion. Flat bottom here, descending lows, descending highs. I'm sorry. I think you're going to go lower. Yeah. It's just a matter of time. You're coming to the end of this. I would think it's going to happen sometime this month, likely within the next week or two is my genuine expectation. That sounds about right. So next week or the week after, that's when it's coming. I say next week because this week only has 19 hours and a half left in it. So probably going lower, and then after that we could talk about you going up. But that's what I have for Movr. Let's talk about Flux now. I love saying I don't give no flux, man. It's so much fun. I really don't, man. I really don't give no flux. I care about people. I care about, the world. But I'm a pretty shameless human being, man. If you know me personally and we are out in public together, I will embarrass you for fun. But I mean that in a playful way. I promise I mean that in a playful way. Not in like a demeaning way. Unless you're soft. Anyways, let's see. Low to high. Didn't even hit your 1272. That's okay. Maybe this low to high you did. This is your more relative fib anyways. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All the way up at your 382. That's nice. I don't think you'll go below 40 cents again. I don't think you will. But I do think you might pull back a little bit before moving up, personally. Let's look at the daily. The weekly RSI looks fine. It could come down. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look good. It's I guess better than worse, but let's see. The daily looks kind of productive right now, I'm not going to lie, actually. The daily RSI does. Yeah. Maybe you are getting ready to move up a little bit. Flux. Maybe you had, this could be, I know it's odd looking, but it could be a like diamond top, right? They don't have to be perfect. That's not even perfect, sorry. They don't have to be perfect diamonds. If I could draw a perfect diamond. They don't have to be like that. They just have to be, it can be a parallelogram or something like that. That's fine too. This could be a diamond top. And if it is, this kind of looks like a classic breakout of the diamond top. If it is, you'll probably come up hard and then pull back and then go up again. Something like that. That would be very normal. So with this look, I would say you are breaking out to the upside. which on a weekly basis wasn't so easy to discern, but I would assume you're probably going to move up to that 69 cent to 71 cent, let's say 69 to 75 cent area. You'll probably pull back to at least 65 cents, if not all the way, literally all the way back down to 60 cents. Very classic behavior of a diamond. You don't have to do that. You could just move straight out, but diamonds are known for moving fast and being volatile. So, and that's kind of like the name of the pattern itself, right? Like you see this, if you can see the shape here, like I'm seeing it, something like this, right? It's very volatile throughout the whole pattern, right? So whenever you break out, you get this fast movement with a lot of volatility as well, generally, but you don't have to. But if it's not volatile, it'll still move fast. But I do think it wants to go up, and then inevitably, it's a continuation pattern. If you break out to the upside, it's a reversal pattern if you break out to the downside. I did not mean to click. This fib is following me everywhere. Top to bottom. 84 cents, 97 cents. Really what you would do is you would take this kind of move here like that. You would put it at the point of break, which would essentially be, if I can get it right here, yeah, all the way up to your 2272. This high, somewhere around $1.30. Yeah, that could be where you're going, genuinely. And probably fast, just like this move. It would be more or less like a repeat of this. Like you move up like this, consolidate, and then boom, you move up again. It could be looked at as kind of like a flag in itself. With the initial look I was getting, I would have thought that you pull back a little bit more, but I mean, you're holding that 382, man. You held it pretty well. You're looking to close above this 236. You got all the right things in all the right places for prices to move higher. So I do like Flux. I'm going to move on from there. I feel like I spent a little bit too much time, but I like diamond patterns, man. They're not that common. And whenever I started off doing technical analysis, I feel like I found diamond patterns in a lot of things. 2017, man, 2018 to 2019, there were a lot of diamond patterns in crypto, and they've been few and far in between since then. SUI looking very good, and they are pretty rare patterns on top of that, anyways. Looking very good. Probably pull back from here. You probably do. Yeah. I bet you do. Where are you going to pull back to? Probably around $1. Just below $1. Probably. Yeah. I doubt you go up too much higher. Daily RSI looks really good. Weekly RSI looks good too. You've been hot for a while, man. It's okay. And if you were to pull back, you could form a higher low still and be totally fine. I mean, at least to $1.25, but I'm thinking you're going to pull back to like just below $1, around 98 cents or lower, and then move up more, probably. That's my thoughts. Yeah, look at this, man. We're on Kraken. Let's go to Binance real quick. Same thing on Binance, right? Decreasing volume as you're like slowly bleeding up. Initial pop, and you're just like bleeding up. You're going to pull back. You are going to pull back. Yeah. I doubt you see this 1272. You could, but the lowest I would give you for this thing might be around like 85 cents, but I think you'll pull back to around like 95 cents to $1, something like that. From here, I'd be surprised if you went up any higher. I actually very much think that that's the top. Here we are, a day, not even a day. We're like hours away from where you just topped off. I'm very confident that was the high. Yeah, that's SUI. We're going to move on to SEI now. SUI and SEI, or SEI. Let's see. Is this the right chart to be looking at? Yeah, it looks like it. So we'll probably just use Binance. Do we have a USDT pairing? Yeah, okay, we'll use that. Kind of a flat bottom with decreasing highs. I would think you go lower. Hidden bearish divergence on the daily. Oh, technically not, but this move, it's not convincing. There's not enough volume to me. I think you go lower. I do. It looks good, not gonna lie, on the fibs. It actually does look pretty good. But you got to close a little bit higher, man. You're rejecting from an area that you shouldn't be rejecting from. If you can close above, what number is that? 70.4, 70 cents, 0.4. If you can close above that on a daily basis, like today specifically would be nice. then maybe you do go higher. But until then, I'm convinced you go lower, genuinely. Not a lot to go off of on the weekly. Overbought as hell. It's been overbought for a while. You did bounce off your 40, which is nice. Let's just see. I am kind of convinced you'll go lower, but let's just see if you can close a little bit higher, literally like 0.2 cents higher from here. Now it's 0.19 cents higher today in 19 hours and 24 minutes. I'd be convinced that you're moving up higher. You would be, in my opinion, but we would still need confirmation after that, but that would look really good. So that's SEI. If it does move lower, which I do think it's going to, what prices can we expect? Relative low to high, 37, 38 cents, potentially all the way down to 30 cents-ish. Yeah, you could go all the way down to 22 cents to 19 cents, somewhere down there. But let's look for that 37, 38 cent area first for support. Potentially, actually, I should say 33 and a half. Yeah, 33 and a half to like 37 and a half cents, somewhere around there. It wouldn't be crazy to go lower. It really wouldn't. But lower from here, absolutely. Lower than this, we'll see when we get there. I'm kind of thinking you might hold support there. That is a really strong move. You might hold support there. That's very classic to do. But you could go all the way to your 618, 69. There's a lot of support based on price action down there. So with that, I like that 382 area, man. With that, that's SEI. Let's move on to REQ. Request. A request for request. I hate this chart. I don't hate it. I say hate, man. I need to work on that. I don't really hate anything. You got to be a special type of terrible for me to hate you, man. I'm not really a hateful person. Like I figured that out when I was in high school because someone was like, how someone told me, they're like, how everyone has that one person they just wish was like dead, or like that, like they never met, or like that everyone wishes, like they have that one person that they would just avoid seeing if they could. And I was like, no, I don't know that. And then I started using that as like a game. I'd like tell my friends, I'd be like, you guys, you all know that one person that like you wish didn't exist, or like if you could like have something like not go their way like you would, like if like some person that you don't like, everyone has that one person, everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, I would do that as a test, and I'd be like, oh, like who is that for you? I'd pass it off and just be like, I don't have anyone like that. Like, maybe at certain moments in my life, like when I got my heart broken, or when certain personal things happened to my family through other people who were very not nice to my family. But even now, man, like I'm over it. Like I don't care. Like I'm getting off on a tangent here, man. But all that started from me saying I hate charts like this. And I really don't hate, man. I'm not a hateful person, so I should stop lying outwardly by saying I hate something when I don't. Top to bottom, words are powerful, man. They're very powerful. Looks good. It does look good. I would think you want to go up higher. Accumulation range in this weekly, I think you do. Are you ready to break out? Probably not, but you might be getting ready to consolidate. You might move up to this like 20 cent area, 19 to 20 cent area, consolidate around here, and then get ready to break out higher. So for now, up a little bit more. I doubt you're just going to move all the way up to your 61869, though it is possible. But with a range of accumulation like this, what you generally do before you break out, and generally being the keywords, you don't have to do it like this, but generally you move up near the top of it, you kind of consolidate, and then you break out. That's it doesn't have to happen like that. There's plenty of times where you're in an accumulation phase like this and you just break out. You've had enough pent-up aggression for months, weeks, years, technically over a year here. You could just break out, but it's more common to find resistance at an area that you always find resistance at, right? And then people think, oh, it's going to go all the way back down here, but it doesn't, right? And then it just chills, and then it blows up. It's very common. So right now, I would expect it to go a little bit higher again, 19 to 20 cent area, and then chill for a second, for weeks, and then maybe even months, and then you'll move up. That's request spell, but it does look good. It does look like it wants to break out higher. Spell token. Am I on the right one here? Is this the right chart to use? It might be. It just might be. We're not looking at the premium, my bad. Spell tethers. There, we'll do it on the tethers. Yeah, most volume. It looks really nice. Man, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm gonna go to the doctor soon and get this checked out. I'm sure it's nothing, but it's annoying is what it is. Oh, it's like I'm drinking water. It should help, but I almost feel like it makes it worse. Top to bottom here, 382 being hit after finding support on the 236. I think you are getting ready to move up higher, yeah. Solid downtrend. You kind of broke out of it with decent volume. Now you're like just chilling. You're going to get ready to move. You're going to go up to like 0009. So let's just say 2 zeros 1 to 2 zeros 1123. And inevitably, probably all the way up to this like 003 to 0055 mark. You're looking good. Looking pretty good, but again, kind of a grand phase of accumulation after having a heavy sell-off, right? You've been like accumulating in this range. When you get to the top of it, you might chill for a second, but I do think you are more or less earmarked for prices at 0013 to 0019, probably closer to 0017, 0013 area. Consolidate for a bit and then break out. This is a nice looking weekly RSI, not gonna lie. All right, that's Spell. Let's move on to Super Farm. Really nice, looking good, yeah. You see, this is one of those examples right here where you accumulate for a long time, right? And instead of getting near the top and then consolidating, you just broke straight through it, man. Absolutely you did. And you consolidated, you're moving up higher. This thing looks like it has more to give to the upside, in case that was confusing. More to give to the upside, yeah. Yes, indeed, bro. $1.67, $2.50, if not higher. See you there. It looks really good. It looks like it wants to continue. We'll look at the daily in a second, but that is a fierce weekly RSI. Looks really good. 1618 support. Yeah, yep, you're going places, man. You might be making strides right now to new all-time highs with movements like this. This is crazy. Looks pretty damn good. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, really good. Really, really good. I think it wants to go up. Yes, like a 100% growth or more from here in a very short amount of time. Looks really good. DERC. Duras. I don't know how you would pronounce that. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. High to low. Came back, found support on your 6.9, 618 area, back above the 100. After rejecting here, you are going higher, man. See you at new all-time highs. See you at 86 cents, 86.7 cents or higher. It looks really good. Weekly RSI looks really good. Daily time frame, it looks really good. You guessed it. Yes, indeed it does. It wants to go to 86.7 cents or higher. I'm very confident in that. Yeah, bro. Beautiful. It might not be a non-stop train up there. You might find turbulence in this area. You might break through it and find turbulence in this area, and then come back and find support here, or come back and find support here, and then move up. Got your little diamond pattern there. It probably won't be a diamond pattern, but I'm just saying, if you don't find resistance here, it might be here. I doubt you just move in a straight line up there, but more or less, yeah, you're probably going at this rate above $1 even. I said 86.7 cents or higher. It looks like it's that or higher level you're going to go to. So looks good. This one looks really good. Yeah. Yep. All right. Last but not least, Farm. I talked about this one last night in the live stream. Shout out to everyone who was at the live stream. Thank you. That was fun, man. I had a lot of fun. I haven't done a live stream in a while. I love doing them. It's always a little bit taxing because it's a lot, man. It really is a lot to, oftentimes when I make these videos, I'll restart them because if I like make a mistake in the beginning, I'll just like stop it, restart it, or if I'm like 5 minutes in even and I just feel like I don't have the right energy, or like I sound like I fumble on my words enough, like I do restart it. So I feel like it's a little bit taxing to do it on a live stream, but for some reason I never mess up on a live stream. Like if I do, it's fine. I just roll with it, I guess. I don't know, but maybe it's just in my head. Like I know I can't mess up on a live stream, so I don't. But I don't know. Here I am talking. Top to bottom, relative high. I don't know where that came from. Holding support on the 618, you look like you want to go higher. Farm. In an accumulation range, you're at the top of it, kind of consolidating around it. Yeah, again, you're probably getting ready to move out, yeah. But you could pull back from here. Well, you kind of already did pull back though, didn't you? Looking like you found resistance on your 382 a little bit. Hidden bullish divergence on your weekly, sure. And that is significant resistance there. It can be deemed insignificant if you just keep moving up. I would think it wants to go lower. A little bit lower first, maybe down to $32, $30 area, at least down to like $36.8. And then we can talk about you moving up. But for now, I think you want to go down a little bit. I do, yeah. I think you asked if I thought this one would see new all-time highs or like see its all-time highs ever again. 296. Let's look. Let's just look at this real quick. Hold on. CoinGecko farm. Let's see. Wonka farm. Wait. What did it say? Wonka or Wana? Wonka farm. Wana. Wana is a cannabis edible in Colorado. It's a very popular. It's like the most popular actually. They're good. They're not like the best. They're just the most popular, right? It's like Ford is the most popular automobile in America, I'm pretty sure. They're not the best cars or trucks, but they're good, right? You know, they're popular is a better word. But price, log, and I know I'm probably starting a war here. I know some people hate Ford. Some people love Ford, you know. But let's see. Price looks like this. What's market cap look like? Pretty damn let's go max. I knew I was missing something. Price going like that. All right, that's good. That doesn't deter me at all. So you're at a $28.2 million market cap. Yeah, wait, is that right? Yeah. You could see new all-time highs. Absolutely, with this thing you could. I mean, yeah. Why stop there? That's 200 million. You're at 2 billion when you see a 100x. 100x, by the way, would be all the way up. Nothing can stop me. Oh, come on. At $4,100, $4,200, dude. Yeah, of course that'd be a 100x because you're at about $42 now. That would be $2 billion market cap. You could go higher than that. That's all the way at your 1886. You could see this thing go up to the 127 or the 2272 even, and pull a 300 something x. Now, just because I'm saying you could does not mean that you will. It's a possibility. It fits within the realms of doability in market cap growth valuation. Something that we've seen and that I've seen personally cryptos do in one cycle, right? We've seen this kind of growth. The odds of that happening, though, are slim, right? It depends on the token. It depends on the coins. It depends on the popularity of the project. It can be a great project. It can have the best tokenomics. Tokenomics really do matter. It can have the best fundamentals. It can have the best community. But if it doesn't have the right marketing, if it doesn't catch on, if there's no like real hype in the crypto space about it to gain popularity and gain attraction, and price moving up is a solid way to gain attraction, by the way. But there's other things too. You know, if there's not enough to like hype this thing up, seeing those prices probably doesn't happen. Seeing these prices, I think it's possible. I really do think it's possible. Within this realm here, I like to call this the realm of expectations for a reason. I would expect that you go somewhere in this area, but I'm just yipping and yapping at this point, man. I think it's going higher. I do. It looks really good. From here, I think it pulls back, right? Key case in point to pull back to what I was saying. I think it does pull back a little bit. But all in all, you're accumulating as well, looking ready to move up. I love stuff that looks like this, man. Just like, oh, come on now. Solid move down, rounding bottom, moving sideways, turning the tides as we speak, getting strongest readings that you've seen in this thing's history. Looks great. It looks great. So a little bit more chilling. Probably pull back to that like just below 40, just above $30 area, and then up, and then up. That's all I got. If you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Just because I went over the potential highs for farm as far as like what it could do doesn't mean that there's not better coins out there. Even some of the coins that I talked about here, they might perform better than this thing, right? That was just a specific request, I think, on Teresa's part. But anyways, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.